Good morning, students. Today, I, Padmaja Behera, your English teacher, is continuing with the second chapter of Flamingo, that is Lost Spring. In my earlier video, I had told you about the first part. Sometimes I find a rupee in the garbage. I hope the first part will be clear for you right now. The main protagonist in the first part was Sahib-e-Alam, who belongs to Simapuri, but he had come from Bangladesh, Dhaka, because of the storm that swept away their fields, and they had to live on garbage. I'm just revising the chapter once again so that you can understand the second part of the chapter, that is, I want to drive a car. Here, the Sahib is, dependent on garbage for his living. He is now a partner in survival along with his parents. He has to help his parents to earn a living, and he is bereft of the basic rights of a child, that is education, that is freedom, that and he has to pick garbage for a living. He has got a work job in a tea stall, but he's not happy because he finds the steel canister too heavy because he has lost his freedom. The steel canister is of the owner, whereas the big garbage bag is of it is his own. He has his own freedom. Whenever he feels like working, he can go and pick garbage and help his parents. And these people at least enjoy a ration card, and they have the meals, at least that they don't have to sleep empty stomach. Now let's continue with the second part. Students, please have a look. I want to drive a car. The main protagonist in this particular story is Mukesh. Mukesh is from Firozabad, the center of the glass blowing industry. Here also people live in utter poverty. For generations they have been making bangles for all the Suhagans, little knowing the significance. Even small children are engaged in the glass blowing industry, which is quite hazardous as they have to lose their eyesight. They have to work in dark, dingy cells from day and night. It is always darkness for them. They can never see the light of the day because they're illiterate. They have never gone to school. Whatever their parents have taught is only bangle making. In this the second part, Mukesh is the protagonist, and the story is based in Firozabad, which is the center of the glass blowing industry. The bangle makers work in hazardous condition. The family of Mukesh work in glass furnaces with high temperature, dingy cells without air, light, stinking lanes choked with garbage, crumbling walls, wobbly doors, no windows. Just imagine, children, the condition of the poor bangle makers of Firozabad. They should have been rich, but they are making bangles for the entire women folk. Animals and human beings stay together. And by working in the bangle industry, they lose the brightness of the eyes. The mind numbing toil of hard work has killed all the initiative of the people, and even they have lost their ability to dream because of the poverty ridden state. Except for Mukesh. Mukesh dares to dream, Students, if you read the chapter, you can find this particular sentence: Mukesh dares to dream. Mukesh has the courage to dream differently. He wants to change his profession. He don't want to follow the tradition of bangle making, which has given them nothing except poverty. He wants to come out of his poverty ridden state, but is unable to because they cannot organize themselves into a cooperative due to the vicious circle of middlemen, sahukars, policemen, and the bureaucrats. Because they know pretty well because they're poor and they're illiterate, and if they will organize a cooperative, they'll be hauled by the policemen, jailed, and of course, bitten. Life moves on from poverty, injustice, apathy for these people. They have two distinct worlds. Children, please be clear. One, a family caught in poverty, and the other, the exploitation by middlemen and politicians. Just realize the plight of the bangle makers who have been making colorful bangles for the suhagans. We can understand the plight and the occupation of the people in Firozabad, even though it is the center of the glass blowing industry. Students, this chapter, Law Spring, I hope is clear for you because it gave you a grim idea of what is the life of the bangle makers. They have accepted their life. Like Mukesh's grandmother says, there is a particular statement in in this chapter. It is his karam, his destiny, because he has seen her husband go blind with the dust from polishing the glass bangles. Now they think that they are born in that family of bangle makers, so the generations, therefore the next generation also will go into bangle makings. They have seen nothing but bangles, colorful bangles in their courtyards, and there are many people who have even lost their eyesight, and because they have been working in that hazardous condition for quite some time, so they have lost their eyesight before they have become even adults. An important paragraph in this particular page of that is 18, you will see about a girl named Savita, who is a very young girl. She is also making bangles, but she does not know the significance and the sanctity of bangles because she has never been told that. She just mechanically follows the tradition of making bangles. The moment her hands will be dyed and red bangles will be rolled into her wrists, she will realize the significance of bangles. Mukesh's grandmother is very it's very sad because and depressed that she has not even enjoyed one full meal in her entire lifetime. Her husband has is also regretting that he could not teach anything to his children except for making bangles, and also he has made a house for the family to live in. That is a house, of course, but it is not complete. There are oblong doors, and the walls are being segregated by sacks. There is no privacy in their life, but they live in that condition and they've accepted it. They cannot move out of the situation because the politicians, the bureaucrats, they have imposed a baggage which he cannot put down. Before he is aware, of anything, they accept it as naturally as their father or forefathers because they know to do anything else would mean to dare, and daring is not a part of their growing up except for Mukesh. Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. He wants to go to the garage and learn, even though the garage is a long way from his home. But as we say, where there is a will, there is a way. Mukesh insists that he will do hard work. He will walk all the way to the garage and learn to be a motor mechanic. He is not happy with his present state. He wants to dream and he dares to dream. And I feel Mukesh can fulfill his aim or desire to be a motor mechanic. Students, in this chapter also, a great lesson is learned. Where there is a will, there is a way. Whatever adversities, whatever problems, whatever situations we may come across, but if you are positive, then certainly we will definitely achieve our goal. Students, consider yourself lucky that you are able to enjoy the basic rights, that is the right to education, right to freedom. You are able to go to school. Please respect and be grateful of what you are having and what you are enjoying. You are enjoying the spring of your life. This is a nice chapter. Thank you.